One of the first projects we worked on was a review of the Anti-Terrorism Act. When we started, this was 11 years ago, we decided that we are going to review every single judgment that had come out, and it was reported on that. So that was close to 900 judgments. The report that we produced ultimately led to a number of amendments to the Anti-Terrorism Act, which allowed for better investigations, better prosecutions, safer use of force in Pakistan, and we were able to have a real on-ground impact. Since then, we've done dozens and dozens of things. I think one of the more recent ones was developing Pakistan's National Action Plan on Business and Human Rights. This was the first in South Asia. One of the largest projects we've ever undertaken was a review of Pakistan's state practice on all of its international human rights obligations. This was a mammoth task. We had a 19-member team at RSIL that reviewed Pakistan's state practice. How does it implement, say, the right to life or the right to education, and how that's implemented through domestic legislation, through domestic bodies, and through domestic acts.
So one important aspect of our training has been technical clarity on domestic legal frameworks, mapping them out and making sure that they are relevant for practitioners, judges, lawyers, defense counsel, or even policymakers who want to reform the law. On the other end of the spectrum, RSIL has really played a key role in the classical areas of public international law, helping stakeholders understand the legal aspects of strategic issues, whether that has been the Kashmir dispute, or Indus Water Treaty, or Siachen, or the Durand Line.
We are probably one of the few organizations with critical counter-terrorism financing and money laundering expertise, and we've done that because we were able to produce these very valuable guides on terrorism financing, which are used throughout Pakistan, and importantly, these toolkits for investigators and prosecutors, which had never been developed before in this country. And so I think that's something that has been deeply appreciated throughout the country and by the various stakeholders involved.
We have so many lawyers in Pakistan, very few of those are international lawyers. So RSIL is really the main hub for creating this cadre of international lawyers, which can then go and represent Pakistan on the international stage, but also create informed policy and legal positions.
I think another major achievement is being able to develop and run the DLP forum, the Diplomacy, Law and Policy Forum, for the past several years. This is really something that we're proud of because it allows for Pakistani voices, for South Asian voices on issues of international humanitarian law, the law of war, to be heard. We also develop videos for this, explainers for these. We're really able to explore these issues from a Global South perspective.